Do you take a movie? No.
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, the podcast is a movie, huh?
Yeah, I just sit right here.
Okay.
The movie's going. I'm not even. You never know if I'll use it or not. But
Okay.
here, we're gonna lower the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull the thing back when you sit down on it? So you just sit on it and pull the thing. Do you not know how to do it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. All right, so we'll just talk into this right here.
Yeah.
And is this, yeah, this is mine. Okay. Testing. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Just easy. All right, so we've made it to the final segment of the Michael Oldroyd Comedy Podcast, and surprise, so between the last segment and now, I took a break. I actually went to dinner with my mom and her friend and my dad in Clayton, Missouri. It's now 8:01 p.m. on Mother's Day, and I was telling my mom that I was talking about her today in my podcast, and now she's like, oh, I want to listen. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I better delete everything I talked about that didn't have to do with her. But she's here with me. You can hear the giggles, and this is her second or third time on the podcast now. Third time.
Third.
Because one time we did an interview with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then another time in Tampa, Florida, we did an episode where you just kind of giggled the whole time. And then this is the third time. This is Mother's Day, magic number 3. How are you? Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. I'm good, thank you.
Oh, yeah, and I got my Meta glasses on now. So for everyone who's watching, if I ever post the video footage, that's the explanation for the sunglasses indoors right now.
Oh, wait a minute. So you are taking a movie of me when you're looking at me
right now? I am, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you, yes, that's correct. And we had food, huh? We had a good meal. You enjoyed
it's
it?
really good. Yes, and it was funny because Michael made jokes all the time.
Oh, really?
And him and his dad were kind of competing with each other.
For humor?
For humor.
And
for attention.
Was there any jokes in particular or moments that were funny to you that you can remember off the top of your head?
Well, a couple of things. When you impersonate the waiter.
Yeah.
That was funny.
We think we had an autistic waiter.
Yes, yeah. And then also when you impersonate an Indian guy in a restaurant. That's funny.
Yeah. Well,
that's one of my favorite, actually.
Yeah. Well, your friend has a good sense of humor too. I don't have to say her name unless.
Yeah, right.
You know, but
it's okay.
Anyway, it was a nice time, and we got to talk to my sister earlier today. Wish her a happy Mother's Day. Mother of 4, by the way. My mom's a mother of 3. I'm the 3rd child. Ironically, I wore number 3 in
my
high
baby.
School. Yeah, I'm always her little baby, but now I'm in my 30s now. But we got her. We got her other son, my brother Jonathan, gave he called you and left a message.
Yeah.
We talked to Chanel, my oldest niece, who was born when I was like 1 year old. My sister had Chanel when I was like 1, because my sister's like 21 years older than me. My sister's, she was a lot older than I was. So I was basically forced to become a grown man before I could walk.
Yes.
Before I could crawl, I was a grown man being an uncle for Chanel. Cool name, by the way.
And me being a grandma and have a 1-year-old baby.
And now Chanel has twins. Mm-hmm. So we got to wish Chanel a happy Mother's Day on our way to dinner. We got to catch up with her. I put pictures of me, you, Grandma, Rose, and Chanel. 4 generations.
Oh, wow.
Of pictures on my story today on Instagram. All lovely and tremendous mothers. We got to look at some pictures of Grandma today. That was really nice.
Yes.
So I hope all the moms had a good Mother's Day. On a positive note, not only are moms the best, and I am, biased. I think my mom is the best, and hopefully everyone thinks their mom is the best. But there's also, I think Father's Day and Mother's Day can sometimes be like sad for those that don't get to have their parent with them at that time. So wanted to send some love out to all of them. our moms are always in our hearts,
Mm-hmm.
forever, and our dads, and you know, it's just one of those things where I do hurt for the people when they post, you know, on days like today that they miss their mom and dad,
mom,
you know.
I
So
miss my mom.
sending love out, not only to those who are kind of feeling that pain of mourning and missing, but also sending love and prayers out to all the moms in heaven. So,
Yes.
yeah, just a warm and special thought for that. So, my mom has helped me more than anybody on earth. I can give her number one credit for that. Everything from birthing me to changing my diapers, even
Feeding you.
Yeah. I wanted to say even in my 30s, even though it's not true, the diaper change, but then I don't want to like make any woman who's listening to this like less attracted to me by creating that visual in their mind. So no, my mom does not change my diapers. I don't wear diapers. We change my dad's diapers now. So no, thankfully we don't have to do that. But we did have a nurse come by the house this week. Is that United Healthcare?
United Healthcare, Medicare Advantage.
Right. So this is something that's good to know. I guess if you have United Healthcare, and maybe different insurances offer some variation of this once a person reaches a certain age. But we had a lovely nurse visit the house today as a benefit of their health insurance through United Healthcare.
Wellness care.
It's like a wellness care thing. You know how like Quest Diagnostics has like sometimes through your employer like a wellness thing where you go get blood drawn, and even though it's not like your normal annual physical, they do like, so this, they'll do like an analysis and provide health data. Well, this was an opportunity for somebody to come by the house who was was it a nurse practitioner?
A nurse practitioner, yeah.
So she did like a house call, and she met, and she was very thorough. I wish I knew her name and I'd give her a shout out, but she was Sappington, Mrs. Sappington, just a very kind soul, very patient, which you have to be with my dad. Hopefully he's not listening. But, you know, she met with both of my parents and was very thorough, and I think it gave us all like it was like more than just a checkup. It was almost it was like a tune-up / kind of, you know, lay of the land, things to look for as we get older, you know, and just like a helpful, friendly, warm-spirited kind of thing. And it was in the comfort of our own home, and I got to listen in. And
relaxed atmosphere. Yeah,
it was a good, I don't know how to explain it other than it just felt like a good thing.
Yeah.
You know? So, and sounds like everyone's healthy, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's that, Mom. I'll ask you a question or two, but before I ask you a question or two, do you have anything you want to say or any thoughts about today or anything else?
Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I miss my son, Jonathan, and my daughter, Rosemary. I wish we were all together, but, you know, of course, my mom who's not with us anymore. So, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
That's really sweet. And Mom, I feel like your purity of heart and your kindness are contagious. My dad said something at dinner tonight, I don't think there's anyone on earth that doesn't like you, you know? And I don't know, you know,
Thanks.
like when I look into your phone, I just see like pictures of, you know, paintings and landscapes, you know, like where Van Gogh used to live, and it's just so simple and charming and beautiful. And you know, I think that's it's a soul nourishing kind of reminder / grounding. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I know that you're happiest when you're with your kids and with their kids.
Yes.
Which is such a cool and pure and just beautiful thing. I remember, you know, Chanel, my oldest niece, I remember the first time that you saw her twins, the twin boys.
Yes.
So they're my grandnephews. I'm a granduncle, no humble brag. But I remember the first time my mom saw them, and, you know, we're always moving so fast in life. You go through, you do the things that you're supposed to do, and I guess just watching my mom's reaction to them had an impression on me. As soon as she saw the boys, she just started crying. And I just thought that was just a reflection of your heart.
Oh, thank you, honey. You know, that's nice. That's sweet.
Well, it's the truth, you know. It's sometimes looking through the world through your eyes is just you know, it's good. It's nourishing for the soul, you know. So, and she's gonna get a new dog, guys.
Yes.
So my mom's gonna be a mom again. We've got Coco here, and she's gonna get a new little brown one. So we have like one that looks like a coconut, kind of like a white/beige, or you know, off-white tan color. I wouldn't even go that far. Just
kind of gray.
She's very light colored, like white and off-white.
Yeah.
Almost like light gray or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting a brown one, and you know, we've got this one Coco, or Coconut I call her sometimes, and she's gonna get a little brown, similar breed, a little different, and she wants to call her Maya. I think we should call her Mocha and Coco, but she's gonna go with Maya for the Mayan ruins. But don't you want to visit the Mayan ruins, Mom?
Oh, I do.
Is that where Cinque Terre is?
No, Mayan ruins are in Mexico.
Oh, so those are separate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know that you want to go to Cinque Terre and you want to visit the Holy Land, right?
Yeah.
So those are the two big trips my mom wants to go with me on.
And Dad said you and I can go to the Holy Land.
What about Cinque Terre? Or what about...
Yeah, that too.
I mean, Machu Picchu.
That one I want to go to.
So how many are we wanting to do?
Machu Picchu, Cinque Terre, and also...
The Mayan? Well, I thought it was just... I was misspeaking. I thought you just wanted to do Machu Picchu and the Holy Land.
That too. There's a few.
Okay, so what are your top three in order? Like, what's number one, number two, and number three?
I really want to take you to Cinque Terre.
Really? Okay.
It's beautiful.
So that's number one?
Yeah, number one.
Wow.
Number two could be the Holy Land.
Okay. To see Jesus's stomping grounds?
Yeah.
His sandal stomping grounds?
Where Jesus. And then probably my third one would be Machu Picchu. And the Mayans could be the fourth because Mexico is so close and we can just go there anytime.
Anywhere else or no?
With you, how about sailboat?
Oh yeah, up in the northeast.
Yeah, we want to go do that too.
I gotta get maybe when I settle down with somebody more serious.
Yeah.
What else though? I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else. I guess that's all I can think of for that. Anything else that you can think of?
Well, I just want to thank you for having me in your podcast.
Yeah.
And you're a good kid.
Oh,
and I
really?
love you.
Oh,
yes,
thanks.
you're a good guy.
I try, Mom.
Yeah.
That was nice that one of the girls that I know sent a message to tell you. What did she? Should I brag really quick?
Yeah.
Say what she said. Here's your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my phone is over there. Anyway, she just said that I'm a good guy, that you raised a good son. So that's a good sign, right, guys? Yes. A little humble brag. Apparently a few women have told me that I've restored their faith in humanity. How about that?
Yeah.
Jessica.
I can see why.
What was I going to say? So Nero, so your dogs growing up were named Boots and Nero. So I got to the bottom of this today. My mom's dogs were eaten in the Philippines when she was younger, which is sad, obviously.
Yeah.
Nobody wants...
Yeah.
I always joke because Coco's so well fed that the coyotes are going to eat her because she looks so delicious. She looks so plump and delicious to a wild animal out there, you know. But Boots and Nero, I guess people do eat dogs in Asia, and
they do.
I asked how they came up with the names. It's not Butch, it's Boots, like, you know, boots on your feet.
Yeah.
And I found out that her uncle named the first dog Nero. And then my mom got to name the next dog, and she named it Boots, which I thought was so ironic because they're two completely different. One was a former emperor of Rome, and the other one was Boots on your feet.
Boots on your feet.
Which one was your favorite? Did you have a favorite?
Oh, Boots.
Because it was your dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was my dog.
What kind of dog was Boots?
She's a collie.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like Lassie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
And I'm sorry, were you sad when...
Oh, yeah.
It was heartbreaking?
Yeah. She died when I was in college.
That's
Yes.
tough. It's making noise.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. My mom's twirling the headphones wire there. That's cute. But and then Nero, I was always curious to know where that name came from, and I Googled it while we were at dinner, and I found out Nero he persecuted Christians. He was known for being very ruthless.
Yeah, I know.
Why would he name him Nero?
I have no idea.
Nero, the dog seemed pretty.
Oh yeah, he's not as nice as Boots, but
Was Nero ready to defend at all times?
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like he was
Yeah.
mean. He
He's
was a
big.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, he's
Big one.
Yes,
Okay, so he was
yes.
kind of mean. You better watch out for Nero. Beware of Nero,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I don't think my uncle knows who Nero is.
Really?
Yeah.
What made him choose that? That's
I have
such a
no
very
idea. I
random,
know.
specific.
Yes.
Maybe we should name our dog Commodus.
No way.
I know he was terrible. He did a great job in the movie Gladiator,
Yes.
and I think an actor that can make you hate his character, right? That means he's doing a good job.
One of my favorite
that movie.
actors.
Oh,
No.
we watched Gladiator the other day.
Yes,
Gladiator
yes.
2, actually.
Yeah.
My mom wanted to see it. She liked it. Okay, speaking of Gladiator, I like to think that when I'm on stage, I'm a modern day gladiator using words rather than swords, and they're spelled with the same letters, right? I don't know if you guys knew that, but words and swords are equally dangerous, and they're spelled with the same letters.
Really? Wow.
But yeah, a person of one in front of an audience. So comedy is obviously an atypical job. By the way, there was Saint Genesius. Do you know who he is?
No.
So he was the patron saint of actors, comedians,
Oh, you did? Yeah.
magicians.
You told me
And
that.
he
before.
actually became a patron saint by going against the Roman emperor. I don't know if it was Nero or a different one, but he was all for it for a while, and then he had this spiritual calling. And I guess during a performance, if I understand the story right, the emperor wanted to be number one, right? And the entertainer Genesius said, God is number one. I guess in a public performance,
Mm-hmm.
I think he claimed Jesus as his savior, and then they beheaded him,
Ooh.
and he became a martyr. But he became the patron saint of entertainers. So it's kind of runs deep there, and I think that's a good segue to my question, Mom. For any of the moms out there who have, there's all, a batch, when you have kids, you get different personalities, different aspirations. Some are motivated, some are not motivated. Some, everyone has a different personality, but I think a lot of parents are afraid of their kids doing something atypical.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of parents try to, they want their kid to do something safe, like be a doctor, go to college, be a doctor, all these things. So what's your advice to a mom out there if their kid comes up to them and says, I want to be a comedian someday, or something that's kind of off the beaten path of your traditional safety way of going about things? Do you have any advice for anyone? Any moms out there?
What I would advise for them to just tell their kids to follow their passion and their dreams.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes.
Well, luckily I have a supportive mom. Not only did she use her words to encourage me, but she'll do anything to help me achieve those dreams. Even if I'm telling crazy, dirty jokes, I can still hear her laughing in the back. I know that it was kind of cool that when I got into the New York Comedy Festival, you and Dad immediately wanted to book a flight, to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want you guys to go and see me do all these things. But there they were in the back. And then when I tell a joke that's inappropriate or whatever, sometimes you'll hear a big laugh from my mom. And kind of reminds me of Adam Sandler. His mom's always there supporting him no matter what. Probably thinks he's very funny. And you're an adult too, so it's not like you've never heard any of that stuff before, and maybe it makes you laugh. Sometimes my mom likes my silly stuff that I don't expect, and that's always fun. So I appreciate it. Unconditional love is what makes the world a better place. And I think that if there were more moms out there that were as loving as mine is, that this world would be so much better of a place. So I think that I encourage all the moms out there to I know that they love their kids infinitely. So I guess it's just a matter of being brave enough to trust in their kids to figure it out. I know that you trust in me, that my intuition in myself, rather than trying to,
force you
to play it safe. Well, I know you're always concerned about my safety, but you do empower me to, so I appreciate that. And I think that that's a good thing, that sometimes dreams are planted in our hearts for a reason, if it's for the right reasons that you want to do something. And comedy always, it all, in football and comedy, but comedy is what I'm doing now. It came from a pure place, making people laugh. I just enjoyed the rush. So, anything else, Mom?
You are so funny.
Are you just trying to build my ego?
No. I mean, you really are funny. You make me laugh all the time. Yeah.
Do I make you laugh more in person or online? What do you think my social media presence has it achieved the level of humor?
I don't think I really get into social media a lot.
You don't look as much?
As much, but when you're at home or when you're with me, I mean, I enjoy it, and I enjoy your funny stuff.
Well, you bring out the purity, like, not to compare myself to Jesus, but when we watched the movie The Passion, do you remember the scenes where he would tease his mom and stuff?
Yeah.
That reminded me a little bit. Did you think of that or no? Like he would tease her and play, and it was obviously it's just Mel Gibson's depiction of Jesus, but it reminded me kind of how we, I'm always teasing you, joking and playing, and always tricking you.
I
love
your
to trick
playful
you.
ways, and you're always happy. I don't see you hardly in a bad mood or anything. You're always happy, and I love that about you.
I think the only time I'm ever in a bad mood is when I'm, upset about girls, and my mom came in with some great wisdom. You guys want to hear this? Can I say?
Yeah, of course.
My mom, she goes, they probably just like power, whenever a girl's kind of giving me the runaround that I have a crush on or whatever, and if I confide in my mom about it, she'll say, "Oh, that makes me feel guilty for doing that when I was young."
Yes. So, we all do that.
Yeah, I guess some of the girls out there are on a power trip. They think they're Nero. You know what I mean? They think they're. But anyway, it's fun. So. Yeah. Well, thanks, Mom.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks for making me and then allowing me to be hilarious for the world. So the fans, thank you. Anyway, that's that. God bless the moms out there. I give it up for my own mom, number one. Make sure you guys don't forget to treat your moms the best. Don't just treat them like it's Mother's Day on Mother's Day. A good mom deserves to be treated good every day and remembered. So anyway, have a great week, guys. We'll talk soon. Thank you. And good night. And my mom's phone is blowing up. Probably her kids are hitting her up.
Yes.
So. Okay. Talk to you later. Fun?
Yeah, I like that.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was not too bad, huh? I just want to open this. Yeah, that was fun, honey.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
I agree.
Are you gonna? You might want to cut some of it.
Oh no, it's fine.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, cut what?
Good. No, because you said you can what do you call that? Edit it.
No.
I don't mind.
No,
I think it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're natural, honey.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, you can just talk nonstop. I see. I can do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think you got that from your dad also, because your dad talks to you a lot when you were growing up.
Yeah.
Just like he talks to Coco a lot, even though Coco doesn't respond.
Yeah.
So I think you have to give your dad credit for that, because I'm not a talker like your dad.
Oh, well, yeah, it came from somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hand me that right there?
Which one?
Just the whole thing. My phone's on it. Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Okay,
appreciate
honey.
that.
All right.
There she is, the star.
Happy Mother's Day.